Hello everybody, Kane from VividChim here, and first of all, thank you for the 200 subscribers, much appreciated. But secondly, and more importantly, Xbox may have just thrown the early console wars for this upcoming generation. Feels very weird to even acknowledge it as a console war, but yeah, Halo Infinite has been delayed, and it should pop up on your screen right now, but the at Halo page made a development update that stated that they're delaying the game to 2021, and the reason for this, like I said, it's on screen for you guys right now, is they want to basically make sure that the game is ready due to some ongoing COVID-related impacts affecting everyone during the year. They're working hard to basically make a good game, but it's not very sustainable for the well-being of the team or the success of the game to ship it this holiday. For those who watched the trailer, the reveal trailer of it, the reveal demo, I'm pretty sure you already know that's the case. By all of the memes, say hello to Craig on screen probably, but yeah, the game didn't look very good in that. It was a very poor showing for this brand new AAA launch title for your big console, you know, and a lot of people were memeing that, and that it didn't look very good, and admittedly it didn't. Though I was always under the impression that it just didn't look finished, and apparently that is that's the case. It's just not quite ready to be shipped this holiday, and they're taking extra time. This, however, has probably come at the expense of the early console sales, as right now, to be quite frank with you, the Xbox Series X has nothing going for it aside from Game Pass. That's it. You know, their big launch title to ship out copies that we know about, well, it's gone. They've delayed it, and it's a very ballsy move to do so, and honestly, mad respect to them for doing that, just so they can make sure that the game is good, at the expense of selling more copies. It's a very pro-consumer move that Microsoft continue to make, quite frankly, but I think this one may have come at the expense of the early console race, which is quite a vital thing when it comes to the competition between Microsoft and Sony. Naturally, the disastrous launch of the Xbox One essentially killed their entire generation. I do hope that they can recover a little bit from this one. But yeah, it's not looking very good right now, quite frankly, just from this alone. And hopefully some of the other titles that they have at launch, I believe the Medium by Bloober Team, I believe that's coming out at launch, and hopefully that can help it going forward. But obviously if you're a PC player, you're probably going to get that on PC anyway. It's kind of crazy to be honest, and I don't really know how they're going to push back for this. They're going to have to think of something incredible marketing wise, because whilst neither console in my opinion has a big reason to get them right now, the PS5 doesn't. I'm going to be quite frank. The PS5's launch titles, or major launch titles I guess, are Spider-Man, which will probably be good, but that had a bit of a weird announcement, and I don't really know what the game is still. It's a standalone, but we don't know whether that means it's a short experience or a fully fledged game like the original Spider-Man. We don't really know what that means. So that's kind of dampened my hopes of that a little bit, though I'm still hopeful it's going to be great. Ratchet & Clank looks like it's the kind of tech port, I guess. It's the tech game to show off all the new technology of the console. Every generation kind of has one where it's like, hey, this is designed specifically to show off this one feature that we want to show marketing-wise. For that, it's the fast loading times of the SSD. That was one of the major takeaways from that reveal. And Bugsnax, well, I don't know about Bugsnax. I think Bugsnax might be, and this is coming from me, a person who has spoken many times about how much that game makes me very uncomfortable. But that might be the most interesting game coming out on PS4 right now. But this has essentially put the nail in the coffin, for me at least, in terms of wanting to buy a Series X. I don't really see the point anymore. The major reasons that I wanted to do so, well, they're no longer there, you know? Halo Infinite, and whilst I have a really good gaming PC and would have got it on that anyway, it's kind of pointless now to even get the console just for those extra Game Pass games, because I don't really have the major game that I wanted to do videos on the console, which is Halo Infinite. I wanted to do comparison videos between the Xbox and PC version. The reason I want to get both consoles is so I can start doing different content, looking at ports of games from the consoles to the PC and vice versa, talking about how they run differently and which one's the best system to get it on. And yeah, it's kind of pointless me doing that right now, because all of the major games on Xbox, well, they're not there. The medium, I'm sure, is going to be fine. I love VividChim. I'll try any game that they make, but you know, their last game, which was Blair Witch, didn't really win everyone over. It was more of a controversial one, so I don't think that's big enough to carry a console anyway, as much as I do love VividChim's games. And Game Pass, whilst Game Pass is fantastic, that is absolutely not good enough to carry console sales, in my opinion, unless they market it really well, which granted they do, but I think they're going to have to really hammer it home just to keep it going, honestly. It's not looking good for them. Sony's probably going to pick up the pieces right now. But yeah, to me at least, that's the nail in the coffin for Microsoft. I don't think there's any coming back for this, and that is really, really sad. But hopefully I'm proven wrong, because I do want the best for them after all the consumer forward stuff they've been doing. I'd like to see it be rewarded in terms of success, but sadly, the niceties might have bit them in the ass this time. Anyway, again, thank you so much for 200 subs. If you enjoyed this video, a sub goes a long way. We're trying to get more content out as we go. We should have a Horizon Zero Dawn video coming out the day after this video. That's how that's going to be to celebrate its launch on PC. We're looking at the PS4 version. And yeah, we have a couple of videos in the pipeline that I want to work on, including the 2 Resident Evil videos that I need to finish. But one of the games is giving me slight issues, so I'm kind of going to try and upload them both at the same time when I can. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.